I think, therefore I am. What does not kill me makes me stronger. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. The human heart refuses to believe in a universe without a purpose. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, and the soul of soulless conditions. It is the opium of the people. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Happiness is the only thing that multiplies when you share it. Doubt is not a pleasant condition, but certainty is absurd. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. To be is to do. To do is to be. The mind is everything, what you think you become. The world is the representation of our mind. In every work of genius, we recognize our own rejected thoughts. Without music, life would be a mistake. The will to power. Morality is not the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but of how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. The only way to deal with temptation is to yield to it. Man is condemned to be free. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. We are what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be. One is not born, but rather becomes a woman. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. Art is the mediator of the unspeakable. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. The state is that great fiction by which everyone tries to live at the expense of everyone else. The unexamined life is not worth living. The law of causality can never strictly be proved, but only postulated. Man is more ape than many of the apes. There are no facts, only interpretations. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Without philosophy, thoughts are, as it were, cloudy and indeterminate. Society is like a joint stock company in which the members agree, for the better securing of his bread to each shareholder, to surrender the liberty and culture of the eater. We are living in the thought world of past ages, and still thinking the thoughts of the bygone days. Art is the highest form of hope. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. The struggle itself toward the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Life must be understood backward, but it must be lived forward. Life is a dream for the wise, a game for the fool, a comedy for the rich, a tragedy for the poor. To be able to say how much love is love but little. In such ugly times, the only true protest is beauty. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Liberty consists in doing what one desires. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. If I accept you as you are, I will make you worse However, if I treat you as though you are what you are capable of becoming, I help you become that.